You had no idea. So what I'm saying is that you're gonna tell me that you civilized me and I should believe that bullshit? Really? I'll put it to any one of them any day of the week. Get real.
Yeah.
Because I'm a realist. And I'm going to teach you where you come from. You come from in a cave. And that's where you belong. Because all your mentality is cave mentality. You always try to destroy nature. Black people don't try to destroy nature. You'll never see black people try to destroy nature. White man, the Chinaman, all of them try to destroy nature. When the Chinaman go fishing, he take a drag net and he drop it in the sea and he drag everything to kill everything. Whales, every fish that you can imagine, he take it and he trying to get everything out of the sea. The white man, he go try to cut down every tree in the forest. Black people don't do those things.
They had a documentary stating that they're the only ones with Neanderthal blood. We don't have that.
Look here. The only people on this planet that are full human is black people. And that's a fact. There's a European guy. He's studied these things. He says when he did the test on the Chinese, he did it on the whites, he did it on the blacks. The only people that he finds to be full human on this planet is black people. White people got human DNA, Neanderthal DNA, and canine DNA. That's why they're always with a dog, my friend.
Man's best friend.
You see? And that's why I tell people I don't believe in God. Because these same people, if you look at the word dog, turn it around and what do you get? It's dog. The creator, how are you going to create the creator? God? No, the creator, what name you going to put on it? The creator is in you, is in me, is in him, is in everything. The great spirit encompasses everything because everything is alive and moves. You are part of the all and the all is a part of you. That's why you are spirit and they are not. They cannot connect to spirituality because they don't have no spirit. You are spirit having a human experience. The Creator put you here for a purpose. And your purpose in the flesh is to master the flesh. Once you master the flesh, you don't need to be here no more. They can't vibrate on the same level that you do. They don't. How are they going to do that? That's why I said you are full human. They are not. They don't have the connection to the Creator that you have. That's why when you go and you look into the history and you go down, when they went to Kemet, they couldn't understand the spirituality of the African people. So that's why they make up this thing called Christianity, to take away your spirituality. And you're not realizing that. Because that's the only way they can control you. If they don't take away your spirituality, how are they going to control you? But they remove you from your spiritual self, and now you're dependent on one person and this invisible God. You see, we're not connecting the dots. You're dependent on an invisible God and this person named Jesus and supposedly all these angels, okay, because they have to separate you from yourself in order for them to trick you. So when they give you a thing called Christianity, you give up your spirituality.
Well, I'm a Christian.
Right?
I believe in Jesus. I think that, I don't know, I feel like they have misrepresented Christianity, but they haven't represented it the right way. And I think that kind of gives it a bad name because they've represented it the wrong way. I don't think that misrepresents the Bible and Jesus, but that's just, they've misused it and they haven't represented it the right way.
Do you know that the Pope actually come out and tell you that there's never been a man named Jesus Christ that walked here? Okay, do you know that the Pope also come out and said there's never been a place called hell? Okay. My brother, let me say this to you. You have to ask yourself, because Christianity was beaten to African people. It was actually beaten to your ancestors. One of the slave ships that the Queen of England sent to Africa to bring slaves to the Western world, his name was Jesus. Also there was a ship called John the Baptist. There was churches on top of the slave castles in Ghana, if you go there right now, and still there. What I'm saying to you is African people are spiritual people. It's a big difference from spirituality. All right, here's a situation. Me and a brother was having a discussion because I grew up in church. I used to be a Christian, okay? In the Bible, this brother came to me last night and we were talking because he started to find out a lot of stuff that he always have question in his mind about. And last night we were talking, and in the Bible it says when Adam and Eve had two sons, Cain and Abel, and he said those were the only people existing on the earth. Okay? Cain killed his brother Abel. The Bible says that after that he went to the east of the garden and he found a wife for himself. He also said in Genesis chapter 4 that he should not enter into the land of Nod for fear that they would kill him. Who are they? And then he also says that he should go to the city of refuge. So who built that city, and if there wasn't people committing murder, where that city of refuge come from? You see what I'm saying is, so I've read the Bible, my brother, and I'm not trying to, but what I wanted to do is to look at these things and think, because there's a lot of question mark there. And when you start to ask the people who are in these religious setting about these question mark, they'll stand there and look at you because they know that you've come into light. In creation, in that creation story, he says before these things start to take place, he said the earth was all blackness. What do you think that means? You see, you're thinking blackness is just the earth is covered with blackness. No, there was only black people. Before the so-called creation of the white man, there was only black people. Think about this, my brother. White people, they can't take the sun because they are not a natural creation from the Creator. The people on the Sentinelese Island, and I did say this is from the same people who come up with a lot of things, okay? These people in the Sentinelese Island, which is our African, black people, they've been there for over 65,000 years. Now, if creation started 6,000 years ago, where did these people come from? How did they get there? They want to tell you that this planet is 6,000 years old. That's a lie. The same scientists, my brothers, they go and tell you that we found these rocks are these things that has been here for millions of years, literally. You see, people, my brother, want you to separate yourself from the Creator. We, as black people, has always been on this planet. Black people has always been here. It's been proven that we have always been here. Everybody else is a carbon copy of black people. This is what I'm saying. So you have to dissect these things. You have to really sit down and see the logic in them to see if they make, because the Bible came out of what we call Egypt is Kemet. It was took from the hieroglyphics. Everything that is in the Bible, they take it and twist it. Okay, the 10 Commandments came from what we call Mahat. That's where they bring that from. These things existed way before a man ever named Moses ever come on the field, because there never been a man named Moses. The thing is, when you sit down and you dissect a lot of things and you listen to them carefully, even when you read about it carefully, a lot of the Bible is speaking about you and your people in Africa.
What I have to do is just, research.
That's what I'm saying. Research, my brother. I'm telling you, go look into Kemet and how this Bible and how it came about. This is what I'm saying is because the Bible is not as whole a book as people think it is. This is what I'm saying is, and when you do the trace, the man that give most of us the Bible that we got today come from the King James Version of the Bible. Okay? Shakespeare was one of the writers of the King James Version of the Bible. It's in the book of Psalms. Okay? Without a doubt. What you have to do is to see these things and see the level of trickery that these people come with to keep black people in their place, my brother. Because everybody is against the black man. Even the Bible, they tell you, they have hated my people without a cause. And my people has been hated by people of all the nations.